I see your troubles, darling child. Imagine you are standing on the brink of a great ocean and feeling the strong waves smash around you. This is the essence of your journey with me, which is filled with challenges, development, and unchanging love. Hear your cries for peace in the midst of the storms of spiritual warfare, and I am here to speak straight to your heart. The battles you have faced are mighty, but know that I have been with you every step of the road as you cried out desiring for a life free from the burdens of spiritual warfare. I heard you, and you made the choice to follow my path, accepting obedience even when it meant confronting vulnerability and discomfort. Although this decision was not easy, it warms my heart with delight, because it opens the way for you to receive the many blessings that I have planned for you. When you were on your trip, there were times when it looked like you were working very hard, while others seemed to be moving ahead with ease. It is important to remember that you should not judge based on what you see. Each route that I construct is personalized to your specific calling. I have entrusted you with obligations that are intricately woven with purpose and meaning in the spiritual world. These responsibilities bear enormous weight, setting you apart from others for holy tasks that only you are capable of doing. You are not simply another soul in the wide universe, you are a prized possession. Because my spirit resides within you and guides your every step with divine knowledge, child who is marked by my anointing and grace, it is not possible for you to turn back. Recently, you were subjected to a planned assault that was conducted with the intention of undermining your determination. Despite this, your resist ions shone brightly, revealing to the adversary that you are a formidable force that is destined for greatness. Each battle that you engage in sends a clear signal to both the forces of darkness and the heavenly realms that your promotion is on the horizon. On the other hand, adversaries use trials to cloud your vision and dampen your spirit. In the same way that Job's persistent faith despite enormous losses led to a double share of benefits, I use these trials to polish your character and prepare you for bigger duties. For example, your endurance through hardships is preparing you for even more significant circumstances. I am shaping you to better recognize His plans and to stand strong against them with each difficulty that I put you through. Your progress is a testimonial to my unwavering support and encouragement. Yet, with each new obstacle, the adversary devises new techniques to discourage you. Remember, my darling child, that you are never alone. I walk by you, giving life into your soul and strengthening you. Embrace these times, for they are the forging grounds of your divine purpose. They are the magnificent destiny that I have set out for you. Trust in my plan, lean into my strength, and know that every step you take is guided by my boundless love and wisdom. Together, we will reach the wonderful destiny I have envisioned. It is necessary to conquer every hurdle. This preparation is a preparation for the approaching season, and if you could see the world through my eyes, you would understand the profound love and unshakable dedication that I have for you, Mark. You are treasured by me, and you have a special position in the profound plan that I have designed for the upcoming season. This is a rare summons that is only available to those individuals who are prepared to accept the disclosures that I'm about to reveal to you. Under my protection, you are no longer susceptible to the chaotic forces of mankind or the malicious spirits. I guarantee that the age of their existence is over. There is no longer any duplicity in your life. You are safe and secure in my shady presence. Do not lose heart in the midst of the difficulties you have faced, because they are temporary. I am aware of your exhaustion and your desire for something more. Be comforted and encouraged, because the storms will soon pass, and the dark night of sorrow will be replaced by the joyful light of morning. I will personally change your sorrow into celebration, and the difficulties you have encountered are but the forerunner to many blessings. Blessings that will soon enhance your life. All of these events have a vital purpose. Consider, I allowed my work to be challenged by difficulty, and despite his wife's encouragement to abandon me, he remained steadfast and nourished by his faith. In the same way that your hardships have prepared you for major development, this path has been difficult and painful, but persistence will bring a bountiful return of virtue dread, the promise of greater benefits for his unwavering trust in a similar manner. You are safe and secure, my child, for those who dabbled in darkness to see your destruction have failed. Their influence in your life has vanished, and you have conquered through the strength of your faith. You are once again protected and cared for, and you are snuggled snugly beneath my wings. When it comes to what was intended to be harmful to you, I am changing into a catalyst for your growth, purifying you through these trials. A treasure trove of benefits that are uniquely yours is waiting to be discovered, and the adversary is becoming restless as a result of this. He is trying to distract your attention by persuading you to envy the fortunes of others, rather than concentrating on the gifts that I am preparing to give to you. He wants you to remain steadfast and keep your spiritual vision attuned to the treasures that I am about to reveal to you. You are able to battle and triumph over the forces that are working against you because the insights that I will share with you contain the keys to unlocking great strength and authority. Indeed, my child, the adversary's fear is well-founded because you are able to conquer the forces that are working against you. You are in a position to cause disruption in his domain of shadows, and the talents and anointing that have been given upon you are intended to destroy his strongholds. The echoes of your strides resonate across the kingdom of darkness, and you keep moving forward without any uncertainty. Engage in the noble battle of faith without ever considering giving up. The adversary is eager to see you lose, but you must not give him victory. Instead, you must remain steadfast, resist every lie and temptation with vigor, and keep your faith. Position as you continue to follow my first instructions, avoiding distractions and despair. Celestial strategies will replace the control of the enemy in the regions that I have put before you, and it is a great joy for me to honor my dedicated followers as they continue to follow me. As you walk closely with me, I will lead you into times of peace and production, filled to the brim with wealth that your adversary will be unable to undermine. He will watch helpless and furious as you blossom under my protection, and my daughter will completely realize what I am saying. This revelation, the intensity of the resistance you are facing, is a sign that you will make significant progress in the future. Each encounter is a herald of your imminent ascent to greater dominion and closer communion with me. Your existence is a warning to the powers of evil. The darkness that you carry, as a result of the mantle that you wear, puts people on heightened alert. Nonetheless, you should not allow despair or exhaustion dissuade you. The energizing spirit of the resurrection invigorates your being, and the boundless energy of the Holy Spirit fortifies you with determination and determination. Perseverance. Detect the adversary's methods, and you will continuously outwit him. His schemes will not prevail against you, valiant warrior, my beloved envoy. Our united victories have caused enormous harm upon the domain of darkness even in this small period of time. So, why should you consider giving up the domain? Region that you have claimed advance, do not retreat. I am aware that exhaustion may periodically blur your eyesight, quietly veiling your way. But my daughter, you must have faith in my assurance that the adversary is afraid of the territory that you have claimed. Assault you wield against him. He dreads you because he recognizes the strength I have placed within you, the secrets that were created in the crucible of preparation. He realizes that your obedience makes you fearsome, a serious threat to his vent deeds. Yet he is afraid of you because he knows about the force I have implanted inside you. Keep in mind that the struggle is mine to command, and your duty is to connect with my will and follow each step I reveal. Trusting in my power to destroy his strongholds, his deceptions cannot blind me, and I see the eternal truths that are concealed. I am aware of every goal and dream that I have fostered inside your heart, and nothing escapes my notice. I promise that joy will emerge from every seed of anguish. From the perspective of mortals, the realms that I have decreed you will be governed by you. I will confront every obstacle that is targeted against what I am producing inside you and through you. When you are planted in tough soils, stay by my side, my child, and I will impart to you techniques that your opponents cannot fathom or overcome. Now lift your head, my dear, glance towards me, take a deep breath, and relax firmly inside my embrace. Listen as I sing over you with affection, strengthening your confidence and ensuring that you will not be defeated by any weapon that has been fashioned against you. I am sensitive to your deepest yearnings, my beloved one, and I have faith that the aspirations that are ingrained in your heart are beginning to materialize even at this now. I am announcing your triumphs that are already being celebrated in the heavenly realms. At this very now, you are adored beyond all measure, and blessings are pouring down upon you. At this very moment, you should accept the pleasure that is bubbling up inside of you, which will release you from any residues of sorrow. Embrace this assurance with each stride that you take ahead. I am arranging both the ordinary and the spectacular in order to prepare the way for your rich future. Take this as a sign that I am always there, regardless of the circumstances you are in. I am shaping the environment around you and lighting your path behind the scenes. I am sensitive to every prayer that you utter, and my love for you is limitless. I am always ready to offer shield, direct, and remove any obstacles that may stand in your way. Any danger that is seeking to take away what I am giving will be foiled in the days to come. Do not be afraid. If you are experiencing feelings of despair or dread over the future, I am here to support you as a fierce warrior, your healer, your confidant, and your navigator. I have promised you unlimited blessings, and my promises are unbreakable. Whatever you desire will be provided for you, given into your hands exactly when it is required. Your heart will be filled with delight. You will dig into my living word, and you will see my plans come to fruition. Despite whatever challenges you face, I am methodically creating all of these things. Things for your benefit. You are entering a new period of amplified liberty. Your unwavering faith in the face of adversity has prepared the ground for even more spectacular miracles that are about to take place. A flood of benefits is gathering around you. I want to urge you to completely embrace this richness and to freely share it with others. I want you to listen carefully and appreciate these words as you go through life, because many people will come into contact with you. Be a light of compassion, providing an ear to those who share their hearts with you, and treating each person with dignity and respect, regardless of their outward state. The connections you establish may circle around in ways that you cannot yet perceive. Remember those who are often neglected by others. You should never look down on anybody, because in every soul, whether it is burdened or exalted, you may see reflections of my love. Others may remember a simple smile from you for years to come. The acts of kindness you make today might open future rewards. The divine image, which is often obscured by the wounds of life, should be used to ease the pain of others whenever possible. By doing so, you will be doubly rewarded. Stay vigilant, as you may come across angels who are unaware of your presence and who will lead you to a more profound sense of satisfaction via acts of selflessness. You were built for triumph and significance from the start of creation, and the heavens rejoice over you. Legions of warriors around you, reinforcing and protecting you. I call you, love, to stride forth with confidence in your divine purpose, which is founded in my word. Preparing you for the difficulties that lie ahead, what more is required to confirm your inherent worth and identity as my beloved one? I picked you and distinguished you before the beginning of time, and I anxiously anticipate your courageous steps into the destiny that I have fashioned just for you. You are the treasure of my heart, adored above everything in creation. And I want you to experience my delight and pride in you. My homecoming is drawing close. Let this fact serve as an anchor for your soul. Your existence is deliberate, regardless of the acceptance or criticism you have received. You, my dear one, should embrace this truth with bravery deep within your soul, and you should allow it to erase any shadows of doubt from this place of security and plenty. Blessings will flow naturally and appear each day upon you. Awakening, allow me to direct you before the pressures of life begin to invade. Spend these early minutes with me, allowing your soul to align with the viewpoint of the divine, and together in our communion, I will bestow upon you the knowledge you need for the day ahead, following the road you've traveled up to this point. When the shadows of judgment and comparison loom, remember that you are never alone and call upon me, and I will infuse your soul with love and compassion. Has led you to a deeper realization of your need for me, exposing new dimensions of our connection. Resilience in times when adversity dulls your hope, attune yourself to the whisper of my spirit. The minute you pledged your life to me, your being was turned into a temple, a sanctuary where my presence remains regardless of the pathways you choose to take with your life. Because I will never abandon you, my love for you is unflinching. Open the eyes of your heart to this reality, and allow me to reveal one-of-a-kind expressions of my love that will remove any doubt that you may have. The desires that are buried deep within you will soon be filled to the brim with pleasure. I am now healing the wounds caused by previous betrayals and losses, and even as my words hug you, my dear one, I will help you in releasing the accumulated pain, regret, and anger. As you had hoped, the changing of the seasons heralds a new beginning. The more I cleanse your soul with my mercy, the more I enlighten you to completely comprehend your genuine identity in my eyes. Once this truth is thoroughly planted within you, no one will be able to undermine the identity that I have bestowed upon you or lessen your worth. The only thing I want of you is that you open your eyes to see and accept the benefits that I bestow upon you. I want you to be thankful for the breath that you draw, the people that you surround yourself with, the connections of family and friendship, and the nutrition that you get. Receive, look intently, and you will see my bountiful grace even in the tiniest actions. Soon, clarity will dawn upon you. You have the extraordinary potential to choose joy in any scenario. Your daily attitude is yours to define whatever you want it to be. Never give up this power or undervalue its importance, because it contains the essence of freedom and a life that is abundantly lived. Help and prosperity are provided straight from my hand, and the benefits that you have fervently longed for will soon be granted to you. Materialize plainly in and around you. Mending, rejuvenation, and regeneration are rapidly arriving. Streams of divine joy will draw up inside as you connect with me. Revelations saved specifically for you will explode, lighting up your imagination. In the same way that fireworks will guide your feet, aspirations that were previously thought to be unattainable will gradually become a reality before your eyes delve into the deep, undiscovered seas of my soul. Every day, open your heart and mind to the new nourishment that is available at my place. Foot here, you will cover the existence you were intended to lead. As you dig into the holy books that I have inspired, my spirit will unlock secrets and bestow upon you knowledge to manage the obstacles of today. Reject those who brag of their ability to do so. Whenever uncertainty casts its shadow, remember my assurances of serenity and protection, and just speak with me. The Holy Spirit will surge inside you, proclaiming that no evil plotted against you will come to pass. Unique insights or peddling bogus destinies. Imagine yourself surrounded by my unbreakable protection, and recite this reassurance out loud to firmly establish its reality in your heart. You are safe and secure inside my grip. I will never desert you. Declare these facts with confidence and watch as worry fades away. My dear child, it is possible that you are dealing with a variety of challenges that are draining your soul. Life here may be challenging even for those who follow me closely. I see your worries, the worry and dread that drag you down, your mistakes from the past that continue to linger, and your words in some cases do damage to people around you. You love and bad patterns have silently permeated your life. Approach me now not for judgment, but to embrace it. I am here to cleanse and rejuvenate you, so that you may entirely put the past behind and concentrate only on the future that I have laid out for you, my love. The objective is not to blame you when you fail, but rather to pardon you when you come back to me with real repentance. You will stand up, free from regrets, and lifted by my mercy. You are being purified through these trials, emerging stronger and more dedicated. We all fail. My love for you is greater than the fiercest fires and beyond the deepest waters. I shower you with this love. There are moments throughout our stay on earth when the key is to take my hand and allow me to hoist you up and continue moving ahead. Your life is being overpowered by its power. Let it to remove all of your suffering and agony. Allow it to revitalize your soul and bring you closer to me. The burdens you are experiencing are now in my care. I alone will take care of them. Put your faith in me and look for me. Presence on a daily basis, each morning as you rise, my spirit lives in you, infusing you with purpose and zeal. It gives me great delight to rain blessings onto my loyal followers, and when the answers to your long-held prayers finally come, let me be there to bless you. Embrace this profound delight and believe that your demands will soon find their fulfillment. I will satisfy your innermost wants and keep you close to my heart. Your tears of joy flow uncontrollably. Do not hold back these precious feelings in my presence while you are in my company. Nothing can take you from my protecting protection. Cease your hard attempts that exhaust your soul. Instead, find rest in my presence. Lay down your cares and fears before me. Now let go of these responsibilities. They were never yours. To carry your efforts have not been in vain beneath my attentive care. You will not fail, nor will you be humiliated. All you have wanted will be provided when the time is appropriate. Guard yourself from those who have the ability to generate doubt and discouragement. Reject those who declare that you are worthless in my sight. Deep inside you, be aware that I hold you in high regard, and that no one can diminish the value that I see in you. My presence in your life will become more powerful, and you will experience it more profoundly with each passing day. I will rescue you from every difficulty, heal your wounds, ease your anguish, and dry your tears. Your tears and restore your joy. Songs of appreciation and love will flood from your lips in thanks for all that I have done. Although some may reject my presence or question my power, you will stay stubbornly anchored in me. No one can take you from the place where I love you. The fertile ground in which I have set you today. Let go of the load of past wrongs. My forgiveness is available for you. And don't allow your mistakes from the past define you until you want to walk in liberty and happiness. Raise your voice and your hands to the heavens, the sky and the celebration of the life that I have given upon you for every need. I am your response. Your loved ones and your future are secure with me. Worry not, for I will never abandon you. By my side, no force on earth can prevail against you, even in the middle of silence, and I am your solution. Darkness, I am with you. You do not need to repeat long prayers for me to understand the language of your heart. All you have to do is cry out for assistance, and I will respond swiftly. When you are on the verge of giving up, I will hold you close and reassure you with promises of my presence. Everlasting love. My throne is available to you. Take your birth there. I welcome your voice and take pleasure in your companionship in me. Find shelter from the storms of dread and concern. Now you are never alone. I bestow upon you my everlasting love. I have given you the strength to face the path that lies ahead, to embrace the purpose that I have ignited within you, to appreciate the relationships that are significant, to faithfully attend to your obligations, to avoid unnecessary confrontations, and to resist being dragged into or pulled out of situations. As you stroll joyously under the sun that I have made, raise your voice and offer gratitude for all the benefits that I have bestowed upon you, because it is in me that you live, move, and exist. Everything that you need for a life that has a purpose comes from my limitless supply, and when you are confronted with doubts, you make your way to me. Even when your eyesight is obscured, I see the route clearly. Believe in my direction and stay near to me, and you will arrive at the places I have meant for you. The views of others do not bear any weight in your life, and your life in general. I will transmit truth in order to quiet your mind and scatter the darkness. I guide your trip, making sure that you take the appropriate routes, and in due time, I will lead you to the locations that I have specifically planned for you. I want you to put me at the forefront of your heart and demonstrate reverence for me via the several ways that you express your respect for me. There is a possibility that your words and deeds may cause my voice to reverberate into your family life. This may cause you to be pulled in several ways, but you should treasure our communion and make it a habit to connect with me on a regular basis. My knowledge is bestowed upon those who seek it with dedication. Those who are thanks are blessed, and my promises are the only ones that are certain to be fulfilled. Do not depend on ephemeral securities that go nowhere. If you are looking for love, patience, and understanding, come to me, and I will fulfill the promises I make to you. I am your shepherd and redeemer, your healer, your provider, and your savior, and above all else, I am your father, I am love, and you are my treasured child. Have you forgotten who I am? I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. The best for you is a life that is rich in purpose, free from deficiency or fear, blessed with health, stability, and comfort for you and your family. It causes me delight to watch my children flourish, and I cherish you in a way that cannot be measured. Try not to allow the difficulties of this world make you believe differently. Instead, go back to the dreams that once kindled strong fire and optimism inside you. Although time may weather your exterior, your inner spirit does not need to weaken, because I will restore it through faith. Health to those who are ill, new perspectives to those who are worn out, and revitalization of young vitality. Inspire others by your rejuvenation with me. Age is not a barrier to following your vocation if you have listened to my words up to this point. Take them to heart and make the decision right now to begin your journey. Let go of the constraints that have been placed on you by previous failures, age, or perceived restrictions. There is no force that can impede my servant who is called and equipped by me, my dear one. There is no difficulty that will last forever. I will ensure that you triumph over the challenges that you face today, raise you above the storms of anxiety and dread, and together we will travel the route that I have illuminated for you. Our trip may not be short or simple, but we will arrive at the destinations that I have planned for us, and we will come there stronger by having traveled through every twist and turn along the way. Together, welcome my serenity. Enjoy my love and know forever that you are greatly loved. You are selected, set aside for a special destiny. Your worth is enormous, because you are my shadows may envelop you whispering. If you reject these poisonous whispers and disregard their destructive chatter, you will be able to transcend the tales of darkness that are contained inside you. At the same time, a light that is delicate and subtle but unbroken will continue to cradle this soft brightness. In your hands, cultivate its warmth with words of hope and truth, and this light will continue to shine brightly since its source is celestial. I am with you, my dear one, in times of solitude, when failure seems to be impending and comrades collapse. There is no abyss so unfathomable that I cannot reach you, nor is there a tempest so fierce that I cannot stop it. I am aware of every sorrow, every spurn, and every tear that you shed, and I am anxious to get closer to you. in order to wrap my arms around you. Have you forgotten that you are irreversibly mine? I picked you before the beginning of the universe with eternal love. I summoned you by your name. It is engraved on the palms of my hands. I am in solace to calm your trembling heart. Have you forgotten? You are encircled in a love that is too enormous to fathom by someone whose fidelity is unending. Thus you should disregard the voices that are trying to convince you otherwise. Treasured, adored, and appreciated, no force can rip you away from my protection. No ruler or authority can tear you away from my hold. They proclaim you to be worthless and abandoned. They spread lies that were planted by the enemy, and they seek solace and fortitude only in my guarantees that I will never abandon you, and that I am incapable of failing you in my presence. You discover sanctuary. The harshness of this world may have ruined your delight by inflicting fresh traumas, reawakening hidden worries. But you must not give in to the noise and turbulence, even while storms are inside my kingdom. Control. I allow nothing to happen without a cause. I arrange all events for the greater good. I may face difficulties, but I will always be your sanctuary. You may go through grief, but I am the healer of the brokenhearted. The night may seem to stretch on forever, but my dawn will bring in new beginnings. Above all else, keep in mind this promise. I will be there for you through every difficulty, offering you healing. My grace will enable you to weather any storm. Believe in me completely. Take my hand and allow me to guide you through the storm and the way. My power will strengthen you in your weakness. My tranquility will sustain you in the midst of turbulence, and when exhaustion overwhelms you, I will be there to help you. The path that lies ahead may seem to be overwhelming, but with me as your source of strength, every step is within your reach. You are being raised and held in my everlasting embrace, my child. The challenges you are experiencing right now are helping you develop the fortitude, character, and knowledge you will need for the future. Have trust in the work that I am doing inside you, since the most profound lessons are often the ones that you will learn. I use adversity to form you into my image via the most extreme trials that life has to offer, like metal that has been purified by fire. I use adversity to make you resilient, radiant, brave, and emancipated. Do not dread the difficulties that we face together. There is no difficulty. Look beyond the temporary difficulties, and you will be certain of victory if you have faith in my promise. No matter how difficult the journey may be or how dark the valley may be, you must press on with confidence. I am the parent who joyously embraces you despite of the failures you have experienced in the past. I am aware of the plans I have for you, plans that are filled with hope and serenity rather than peril or anguish, and I will rescue you from despair and pain. I am your unwavering foundation, unshaken by the uncertainties of life, irrespective of how big or how tiny they may be. I will change everything as designed to hurt you into instruments for your empowerment after you have fought the most intense conflicts. I will direct you to wellsprings of joy while the adversary may conspire to damage you. I will turn it to your advantage, for your progress and for your gain. I see the yearnings of your heart and all of your unmet aspirations, and I believe that I am capable of doing far more than you could ever imagine. My influence extends into eternity. My greatest gifts are waiting for you. Hold on to this truth with unwavering faith. Scripture maintains that none of my intentions can be thwarted, and I hold the threads of time, past, present, and future, woven together toward a wonderful outcome. There is no power that is beyond my control, and there is nothing that is too amazing for me. Your sight will be elevated above the immediacy, the shadows that are invading, and the tempest that is looming, and you will grasp the great promises of my word. I do not sleep or rest, and my plans for you remain unshakable, to the same extent as the stars in the universe are kept in place by my command. The season of sorrow that you are experiencing will pass, and the adversities that you are going through will forge resilience, resulting in the most delicious fruits of righteousness that are made more abundant by the challenges that you are going through. Day will break, gleaming gloriously, bringing in a morning dressed in resplendent light and splendor. In this time of waiting, take heart, my child. Hope has already begun to sparkle at the dawn's edge. I provide strength to those who are exhausted and refresh those who have spent their time waiting. My guiding will fly on wings like eagles. They will run without becoming tired. They will walk without wavering. The pleasure of your escape is eternal and unfading. It triumphs over all earthly anguish, and the bookends of our journey are pure. While tears may linger during the night's stillness, unutterable joy will undoubtedly meet you at morning, my dear one. Even in the midst of furious storms and peaceful sobbing, your position inside my embrace will stay forever safe. Find solace here and take shelter in my embrace. Despite the chaos that is occurring both around you and within you, you must remain calm and acknowledge that I am God. You must stop your efforts to deal with the unreasonable demands and deadlines, and you must rest in my competent embrace. Here, you will find your serenity, your shelter, and your refuge. Salvation, my dear child. Come and find peace in my presence. Set down your heavy burdens and open your tired heart to my soothing words of comfort and restoration. I know the grief in your eyes and the despair that tightens in your chest. In the vicinity of your spirit, the journey has been difficult and filled with many challenges. Nevertheless, you need not be afraid, for I have always been at your side in every struggle and every moment of sorrow. My hand has maintained you, even when it was not observed, and now it is time for you to celebrate. Your release is drawing near, and the shackles that have been holding you back will be removed. I will remove the veil that has been covering your vision, and very soon, all that has been clouded will be revealed with startling clarity. Do not give up hope until your liberation is achieved. When the light of my countenance is near, it will illuminate your life and revolutionize every element of it. Where there was previously devastation, fertility will bloom, and where scarcity ruled, prosperity will abound. This deep transformation will occur. It will not take place all of a sudden like the swift rise of the sun. Rather, it will develop gradually and organically, much like the passage of the seasons, beginning with the sprout, then the bloom, and finally the bountiful harvest. Have patience and believe in my flawless plan. I am completely aware of your requirements, and the perfect time for their fulfillment has already begun to take place. Burdens that were formerly considered intolerable are starting to lighten. Damaged relationships are beginning to repair, and roots that were before closed will open up. The immeasurable love that I have for you is limitless, and I take enormous delight in you entirely and completely. As I restore every element of your life, I am restoring the broken areas and reinvigorating the diminishing fires of passion and purpose that are inside you. Keep this reality in mind whenever life's storms come crashing down on you, and look forward to the wonders I have in store for you. You are the apple of my eye, the crown jewel, my treasured treasure, and my love for you is eternal, unfathomable, and unfathomable. I am not only preparing you for freedom, but I am also modifying the conditions of your life. Your health will be regenerated, your family relationships will be reinforced, your money will be richer, and you will receive benefits that go beyond your expectations. You will soon find that your life is filled with creativity. Take a glance around and take note of the benefits that I have already placed in your way. There are treasures waiting for you to discover them. I am putting you in a position to develop in every aspect of your life. Steps forward in faith to explore these possibilities. Accept the realization that my promises are unwavering and my storehouses are overflowing. Ask of me, and I will gift you nations as your inheritance. Opportunities that more than transcend your fondest visions. Inheritance. I am establishing you as a beacon of my miraculous provision, not via the might or might of the earth, but by my Spirit, which is sweeping over the darkness and drawing hearts towards my deep love. Many people will marvel at the extraordinary ways in which I act on your behalf, turning your life around. Your deepest shortcomings into a show of my grace, attracting countless hearts into my family because I am ever determined to mending my lost children. My heart yearns for those wandering in a drought of love. I continuously seek my alienated ones. So go forth and restore our relationship. I am anxious to welcome those broken spirits back, dressed as my treasured children once more, regardless of how far they have traveled into barren areas along the way. Please tell those broken spirits that I am hastening to receive them on their journey back and share my loving words with their tired spirits. Convoluted trails. I am patiently waiting for their return. Everyone has veered from my route, some profoundly, so yet all have missed the target. This is exactly why I inhabited flesh, to seek and rescue the lost, to shoulder the expense of each and every one of them. Embrace this cleansing wholeheartedly, and put an end to your futile efforts to achieve holiness on your own when you are able to do so. Sin, and to forever reconcile my children to me. Everyone who believes will not die, but will have everlasting life. My throne of grace is always available. The spring of mercy runs eternally. Imbibe deeply, and rejuvenate your soul, because I do not deal with you based on your trespasses. I choose to forget your sins they are. I don't deal with you because of your transgressions. Now that our connection has been shattered, it is exclusively framed by my grace from this foundation of acceptance. I ask you to live completely in your restored identity as my beloved son and my treasured daughter. Are you allowing yourself to really absorb this message? I want it to infiltrate and feed the seeds of faith that I have planted within you, because I am transforming you into a beautiful tree that provides shade to many people from the harsh rays of life. I am teaching you to endure with courage, and I am instilling steadfastness in you. I will infuse divine power into your mortal form until miracles blossom as naturally as the dawn in the spring. I will also strengthen your knowledge, expanding your insight into the times and allowing you to lead. Against all odds, I will do this. You should commit yourself to the scriptures and remember them in order to strengthen your spirit. Pray without ceasing and remain attentive to my voice in order to constantly identify the correct course. Above all, you should gain knowledge and learn how to properly use it. Keeping your application modest and believing in my knowledge above your own, because my thoughts soar far beyond as the sky above the earth. Submit your most complex difficulties to me. The counselor provides solutions to those who are waiting for his guidance. Guidance gain tranquility from my presence, as well as when worry encroaches from every direction. I remain a strong anchor for your soul, and a constant in times of upheaval. Foster a spirit of generous giving that extends not just monetary help, but also emotional support. Gifts, but also your time, attention, and love to those who are in need. Embrace those who are often disregarded or forgotten, carrying within you my heart of compassion. Bring healing in my name to those who are hurting and liberate those who are chained. I will pour benefits onto your life with the force of my word as you feed others. In exchange, you will be able to avoid the natural impulses toward self-interest and the collection of my gifts for your own personal gain. You will also be able to forego the security of this earth in order to receive my blessings. Secure treasures that will last for all eternity. What I have freely given to you, freely pass on, so that you may collect enduring fruit for your account, fruit that endures the most intense hardships and follows you into eternal life. Such unselfish giving unlocks so much in you. Tolerance of life-giving grace for both the provider and the recipient, which multiplies as it is liberally sown in trust. I urge on you to set away any false modesty that clings to scarcity, and to cast aside worries of future need. that hinder you from receiving it. Do you not see that my storehouses are always full with resources? Have I not promised to provide for all of your requirements from the enormous wealth of my heavenly kingdom? Have you not put your faith in my assurances, dear one? Step ahead with the knowledge that I will provide for you. You are no longer restricted by the harsh economic limits of this world. You are able to accept your citizenship in my kingdom, where every depth is settled, where life everlasting surpasses interactions with death, and you are ready to provide for every mission that I give to you. Remember that the battles you encounter are mine to fight, and that your hardships are not without purpose. They are stages where my strength and redemption are powerfully shown. Step into a life of plenty and observe how miracles blossom through hands that are willing to serve. Lift high the banner of praise. Even in the midst of life's storms, strengthen yourself with strong proclamations of my glory, demonstrated the scale of your struggles, which represents the possibility for my glory to be shown as I intervene. Steadfastness praise for my goodness converts fear into amazement, dissolving the mists of despair and regenerating your spirit from your worship. I rise to fight your enemies. I shatter the fangs of deceit, unravel the falsehoods that bound and send you back to your enemies. Angels will come out with anthems of war, and they will hurry to protect those who proclaim my name. Surround yourself with divine melodies that will open the gates to heaven. March to the rhythms of liberty until the fortifications collapse. Indeed, my cherished one, trust in my triumph with all of your heart, because you are the apple of my eye. Remember that the cross is a strong promise, a symbol of my unrelenting faithfulness, and my unbreakable pledge to guarantee that you are completely redeemed. I am forever devoted to your total redemption. I am committed to your complete redemption. I have united you to myself eternally in unwavering love. Embrace this truth deep inside me. You are victorious. No weapon that is fashioned against you will succeed because I am your shield. No curse that is said will take hold because I am your protector. Rejoice loudly, my beautiful dance, because every sickness must succumb to the healing that I channel through you. Scarcity and desire retreat in the face of my rich supply manna in your life. Even pain fades away as my joy springs out from your spirit. Transform its transformation into a blessing. A jubilee is carried on the wind, debts are forgiven, captives are set free, a new chapter is started, and redemption thunders gloriously in your name. With elation for benefits that are rapidly arriving, a jubilee is carried on the breeze. Legacies recovered, what was stolen or lost is now being restored doubly. Your lips will soon overflow with songs of amazement rather than grieving. Take heart and rejoice even before the evidence is visible. Open wide, your mouth will be bursting with songs of awe. Home and heart for unexpected delights. Get ready to share the bounty with others who are less fortunate. Welcome them to participate in my feast, and bring in those who are unable to hear the call or ask for the method to communicate for those who are not familiar with it. My emissary is entrusted with declaring that my kingdom is just around the corner and that the season of the Lord's favor has come. I want you to feel my presence engulfing you like a soothing embrace, and I want you to relax and acknowledge this. As a place of refuge in the stillness of your soul, pay attention to my gentle words uttered. The serenity that you feel is my spirit confirming that this moment is profoundly sacred. As I speak, let my voice to permeate you and permeate your entire being. Core, listen, not just with your brain, but also with the inside of your heart. Life may have been difficult lately. Storms have raged, shadows have remained, and exhaustion has sometimes penetrated into your very bones. You have been experiencing a lot of stress. You have fought heroically against the currents. You have retained the light of your faith despite hardships, and for this I praise you. Your perseverance gives delight to my heart, and your bravery raises my soul. Now, a moment of quiet is descending upon the world. Respite amid the storm. In this quiet respite, darkness retreats. As dawn spreads the air, vibrates with possibility. Can you feel it? My dear, your moment of victory is nigh. Abundant blessings are set to be showered upon you. Precious child, the future gleams with hope. Fear not this. Your unshakable faith and unending hope for a better future have fashioned this destiny. My darling, winds do not appear out of thin air. Rather, they are the result of your unwavering faith and unending hope. Coming prosperity because you are worthy of every good thing that is on its way to you. Grown through tears and hardships, planted in the fertile land of unwavering belief. Your victories, which have been hard-earned up until this point, are finally arriving, beautiful and rewarding, a genuine testament to your fortitude. Darkness has its ways devious and harsh, with the intention of stealing joy from those who are unaware of its existence, but its efforts fail to penetrate the shield of your unwavering confidence in me. And despite the fact that confusion raged around you like a storm, you remained steadfast in our connection, never letting go. I was determined to uproot you, and you clung to me with the frantic grasp of a child who was seeking solace in their father's arms. Together, we have braved the storm. Your strength is remarkable, my dear one, and what great stores of courage you have. You have relied on your unwavering faith in my presence to get you through the most difficult times, and now, at long last, the long-awaited turning point has arrived. The ice is melting away, and the flowers are beginning to blossom, which is a sign that the transition from winter to spring has begun. The shadows into light, from the winter of suffering to the spring of rejuvenation. Have you seen the rainbow that follows the rain? Each drop shining like a gem, just as beauty will burst forth from the previously barren landscapes of your trials. Now gaze to the horizon. My eyes are drawn to the horizon, child, and see the gentle light of dawn that promises a magnificent unfolding day. This rejuvenation also signifies a time for rest and healing for your exhausted soul, by virtue of the fact that you bravely preserved your inner light during the fury of the storm. This calm interlude will provide you with consolation and help you repair the hidden wounds, alleviating the residual stresses that are still present deep within you. Let this quiet interlude help you rebuild your heart from the invading darkness, so that even the strongest hearts may get exhausted from the constant struggles. There is no shame in gently restoring what was spent in seeking balance. Once again, chaotic times take a toll, frequently wearing down even the most sturdy foundations. If these key supports weaken, everything risks. Strength demands time, patience, and sensitive self-care. There is no dishonor in slowly replenishing what was spent in seeking balance. Collapse. Hence, ongoing nurturing is important to breathe new life into what is fragmented. Relax now, my sweetheart. Embrace calm as your friend. During this pause, when it's time to move ahead again, you will emerge elegantly. Give yourself moments of rest to settle your mind and reconnect with my spirit inside you for the time being. Simple, peaceful contemplation is all that is required for our connection sink in. For now, let yourself to be revitalized like a blossom welcoming the morning light. In due time, our energies will mix, raising and revitalizing your soul. This merger brings about a deep tranquility, my little lamb. A moment of stillness, letting go of distractions as one would savor the smooth flow of a stream and its melody, which soothes the spirit. I want you to picture yourself ensconced in loving arms under a canopy of stars, listening to my divine voice as it instills bravery and hope into your thoughts. Embrace these words deep within your spirit, and do not be afraid, my dear child. I am your ever-loyal shepherd, and I am still by your side. Ponder the solace that is sparked by this promise when we travel together, dear one. Your route is illuminated by my brilliant presence, and our connection remains over both high peaks and deep valleys. Have I not repeatedly proved my dependability, even when there was chaos and turbulence? Shadows fell, I remained your constant guardian through flames that seemed poised to consume the fledgling sprout of your faith. We nurtured that delicate bloom until it flourished brilliantly. And now, as we approach the dawn, perhaps weary, yet gloriously intact, what Mark Mars does the morning hold for you, my dear? What splendors are poised to burst onto the horizon? This boundary between night and day provides brief glimpses, if you calm the noise of the world in the stillness. Subtle clues echo announcing the unfolding of your destiny. Attune your soul to the soft utterances of the universe. Stirrings of intuition allow revelation to unfold in a gentle and natural manner, and do not hold to it too quickly, lest the fragile beginnings retreat. My advice will gradually manifest over time via surprising insights, subtle nudges, and the newly discovered clarity of things after they have been revealed. Unnoticed revelations do not always come via loud, authoritative announcements. Rather, they arrive through softer, more nuanced impulses. Tune into their symbolic essence and let comprehension to develop inside the sanctuary of your soul. In such times of quiet connection, I endow you with the ability to comprehend, your being with strength, love, and unwavering trust for what is ahead, my lamb. Have you ever lingered by the tranquil waters at dawn? Have you ever seen the serene depths of the water as it washes in the golden glow of the sun? Sunrise, therefore, I engulf you now in a fatherly glow, infusing your essence with blessings to strengthen you against future storms. Raise your gaze, my dearly loved daughter, and let a spirit of joyful anticipation to infuse you with the time to cherish the moment. In spite of the fact that progress is becoming closer, patience is very necessary for my spirit. I must exercise fortitude in order to avoid the traps of overreaching, which are similar to young saplings that die if they are exposed to severe conditions too soon. In the absence of enough readiness, circumstances in ENT dreams may fail. Therefore, continue with measured stages. My precious heart will wait for my time, and I will trust on my limitless vision to reveal the subsequent steps at the appropriate moment. Time adopting careful caution now will save you much difficulty. Later, have you ever seen fledgling birds before their first flight, gingerly crossing trees with their wings, fluttering nervously as their parents gaze on, in a manner that is quite similar to how I experience myself? You will glide gracefully across expanses you have hardly thought of, yet hasty efforts may lead to misfortune rather than liberation. You must first guarantee that your inner self is in good shape. Lead the critical transitions in your path, my little one. After achieving stability, you should participate in activities that are external to yourself. You should develop practices of relaxation, introspection, and mindfulness in order to improve your awareness and maintain a connection with the profound knowledge that is within you. You should also rebuild foundations that have been undermined by prolonged difficulties and reinforce areas that have been formed. Go through the challenges of adversity. And remember, my dearly loved child, that genuine victory does not come from forceful exterior exertions, but rather from tranquil inside development. Explore the inner terrain, and you will discover the seed of your destiny waiting to be planted. Be nourished slowly. Through faith and quietness exist in the deep serenity that exceeds earthly comprehension. Words or ideas alone cannot grasp its completeness or express the utter splendor of this condition. Nevertheless, amid the sacred quietness and tranquility of this state, the truth will disclose itself on its own accord. So, calm your mind, my love, and relax your senses. Allow the tensions that are inside you to dissipate, relax each muscle, and slow your breathing until it glides as smoothly as silk. This physical ease will soon blossom, an openness of soul and clarity of mind, a pure tranquility where our spirits may genuinely connect. Oh, the pleasure that can be found in such communion. My darling child heart converses with heart beyond the constraints of time and space. Fear disappears as love's radiance shines through, ignites perplexity, which then vanishes, and tranquility approaches on quiet footsteps. Time seems to stand still, sadness fades into mere memory, and being totally present becomes the truth of the soul. Words are unable to adequately convey this. The dynamic vitality that may be discovered in these times cannot be adequately articulated by any language. Yet, you can be confident that it is genuine. Our union is firmly established inside your soul, and it is a tie that will last forever, even after death. So be steady in this understanding, and let it to anchor you steadily through whatever difficulties that lie ahead. Storms may test the foundations, showing vulnerabilities as the winds whip and the seas smash, but structures that are established upon solid rock will continue to stand. Withstand the tempest in the same way as your interior self. That precious home where your real essence shines is impenetrable to the powers of earthly existence. Nothing can defeat what is fortified inside you, my dear one. Therefore, stride into the future. Because you are not burdened by fear, you are protected by my power, and your heart is fortified by firm faith. A sturdy barrier of protection encircles your soul, which is formed from my fierce love, and no adversary can break through this fortress. Dear heart, your soul is secure. Therefore, I urge you to make use of the knowledge you have acquired through hard work, and to do so with bravery if difficulties reappear, as they will undoubtedly do. You are no longer the person who feared when the shadows approached you. Instead, you now burn a holy fire inside you, a brave spark that was ignited inside your earthly essence by the breath of heaven. Let this fire to light your path through any storms that may lie ahead. Meet the challenges that come your way with calm resolution. Nevertheless, do not indulge undue panic. Chaos only produces more of it. Rather of allowing dread to amplify fear, you should instead fan the flames of faith. Use your confidence in me as a shield against the oncoming darkness. Ground your heart in the power of our link, and watch as the difficulties decrease beneath the light of eternity. This too will pass. You may always find refuge under my protecting wings, my dear one, and when difficulties come your way, you can reach out to me, and I will engulf you in my protection. Remain steadfast in my promises, and light will dispel the darkness, and hope will triumph. You should feel comfort, but you should not dwell in dread. Pay a quick visit to restore divine perspective, and then rise invigorated to resume your trek toward destiny. March on boldly toward the bright horizons that are now visible on your route. It is preferable to tackle problems with my might rather than to shrink back as difficult loom. Haven't prior trials given you with the ability to overcome obstacles? Remaining too long in the comfort of familiar shores brings storms that are not able to be stopped. In spite of the fact that you were beaten, you never shattered your faith. It was strong enough to pull you through undamaged. That same strength resides inside you today, the whole might of heaven. Whatever may come your way, think on the peaks that you have already ascended, my dear. You are completely prepared to face the challenges of the future, my heart, and you are ready to advance fearlessly. Victory is within your grasp, and under my careful direction, you will embrace the grandeur that lies just beyond the horizon. Horizon observe as destiny unfolds, my valiant child, like a powerful steed, gathering up speed as the environment shifts from shadow to sunshine. Options spin around in this new dawn, like leaves caught in a morning breeze, the air around you. Can you feel the wings of hope fluttering near you just out of sight? Inhale this Did'not glory deeply, my beautiful daughter, since this is the moment that will define your life. Sparkles with latent potential strands of light, hinting to impending marvels. However, you must balance your enthusiasm with discipline, dear one, in order to avoid your zeal from undermining smart strategy. Unchecked excitement without prudence puts you at danger of failure, while patience cultivates the seeds of greatness over time. While it is important to strike a balance between hurry and restraint, it is also important to allow divine direction explain your future actions. Refrain from the inclination to rush towards long-held aspirations and successes that are secured too fast. These things may fall apart if they are pursued with unrestrained ambition. You should have faith in my all-knowing timing, my flawless comprehension of when and how to go ahead efficiently, my vision that encompasses the past, the present, and the future all at the same time. And your actions should be aligned with the supreme viewpoint. Have you ever seen fledgling birds as they begin their journey? When they take their very first flight, they flutter and land gently, uncertainly, and then they fearlessly seek to fly again when the wind snags their wings or when coordination appears to be elusive. In the same manner, your path will emerge through patience. You should pay particular attention when the winds of destiny blow furiously against you. Step back, restore your sense of direction, and attempt once again. Each cycle of effort and rest increases your resilience. Persistence should be alternated with times of rest and regeneration. Capacity to remain in a lofty position for a longer period of time until that magnificent day comes when you accomplish an unbroken, uninterrupted flight. My dear heart, there are no limits to the heights you can reach when guided by the knowledge I supply in my radiant presence. Do not be disturbed by the fact that you are unable to fly. Every step you take brings you closer to spectacular manifestation in my perfect time, just as raw clay must spin slowly on the potter's wheel before emerging as a beautiful, completed vessel. I am aware of the seeming delays that you are experiencing in your dreams, my dearest child. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching and hanging out with us today. Your support means the world to me and really helps keep the channel going. If you've enjoyed the content and want to show your support even more, consider sending a super chat. It's a great way to get your message highlighted and make sure I see it right away. Plus, it's a fantastic way to help us keep creating the content you love. Every super chat makes a big difference and is greatly appreciated. Whether you want to ask a question, share a thought, or just show some love. Your contribution helps us improve and keep bringing you the best content possible. So, if you're feeling generous, hit that super chat button and let's make this stream even more amazing together. Thanks again for your support, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Take care.